I'm gonna go with a Honda Civic. Something I found a clean one, surprisingly well maintained and clean. Let me talk about it's a Honda Civic. I think it's a 2007 car, petrol automatic. And I think Indian petrolhead fans will know this was one of the first cars in the country to have paddle shifters. And this was also one of the first cars in the country back then, a budget car, I won't say a budget, a mainstream car to have a digital dash, which looked super futuristic. And I'm sure everybody knows what the 1.8 VTEC is capable of. Of course, it is not a turbocharged, but it has its own set of fun that you can have with the car. And the car I found is with 84,000 kilometers, petrol, automatic, and it's surprisingly a very, very clean car. I've seen tons of these Civics all over the country with beaten up interiors, and you've got too many dents and scratches on the body. But this one is surprisingly a very clean car, and it's for a steal. It's for 1,50,000. It's less than the most expensive iPhone that you can buy in the market today. So, what are your thoughts on the car?
Okay, so I have a question for you before we get into my thoughts. What would you do to this if you had one?
Okay. I am slightly confused because first I have two thoughts in my mind. First thing is based on a friend's car. One of our friends, Nikhil from TRC again, has a white turbocharged Honda Civic. He's gone through an extensive build. So he's also seen one of the engines catch on fire. So on the crazy side of my mind, I think I would want to get a better engine, better forged internals. So to get it turbocharged and make crazy amounts of power. That's the wilder side of my thought. The saner part of my mind, battling the thought, would be to just get a good exhaust system, probably get a good header system again, so that max you'll be getting about 10 to 20, 15 horsepower gain with this modifications since it's an NA car. And I think I would be happy with it. Probably get a Mugen style wing so that you don't look like a Racer and it still sticks through the true Honda theme. And I think that's about it. What about you?
I would go for actually a pretty similar build. Same Mugen type wing. Maybe actually not yet a wing for this. I would go for like the full Type R spec Civic body kit, which is very different from how this car looks, and it just like flares out everything. It's got like it gets lower. I would lower the car for sure. Get some nice wheels for it. Lower the car, not in the sense that I'm going to go to some choppy garage, cut my springs and drive on it. I would probably spend money on like good suspension, get like an Automech exhaust, something of that sort. I have a good friend who actually has a Civic 1.8 with an Automech, and it sounds glorious just revving and revving. But that's what it does. It revs through the roof. And to see the number on the dashboard, the speedometer, that one number over there, it's insane. It's like
Correct.
a pretty futuristic experience, honestly, for when it came out.
I'm a exactly. I must give a shout out to Honda because when the car came out, 2006 is when I think the car was launched in the country. This car looked far ahead of its time because it had sharp styling cues, which none of the Indian cars sedans had back then. Had a super cool dash, like you mentioned, and also we definitely I think have to give a shout out to Automech because Automech and I think I'm sure you would have heard about Raj Hingorani in Bangalore, correct? By
Yeah,
any
yeah,
chance? So Automech and Hingo,
yeah, for
these
sure.
two were OG Indian exhausts that were made in the country and definitely giving
Yeah.
a good spot to the tuners and the enthusiasts. So I think this is about the car.
So
It's,
this car seriously had paddle shifters, yeah?
it really had the like, this was the first car which was a non-German, re- probably under 15 lakh, a car under 15 lakhs having paddle shifters in the automatic. I think the top end model used to cost about 12 lakh 75,000 back in the days. And when you look at that today, I don't think you can get even the top end i10,
No,
i20 for 12 lakh 75,000.
no,
You
no
can't.
chance. That's insane. The fact that this had paddle shifters, man.
Exactly. But again,
That's
you
like
have to remember
that's.
this this car was a CVT and it did have that rubber
Mm,
band effect, but still you had paddle shifters. You can just
no,
make do
not
with
the
it.
rubber band effect. It had that slave shifting gears inside. No one told you about it.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Let's go to the
Yeah.
next car then. What
Okay.
have you got?
Okay. So I've been let's say quite decent with what I've told you so far. I've been very sane, haven't gotten to the wild side. I found a 2010 Peugeot.
2010 Peugeot. Okay. Surprisingly, it's a petrol. Um,
Yeah, so I have to tell you about this car. It's I didn't believe it when I saw it for the first time on sale, and even more so at the price point it's at. I found this for 3,60,000. I could not believe it. I'm pretty sure, like even abroad, they're probably worth the same, but over here, I'm pretty sure this is like a one off five type of car. It's a petrol manual. I have no clue about what engine it has, if it makes decent power, if it doesn't. But to have a Peugeot in our country is like really cool. And this one isn't even like a boring, it's a pretty quirky, cool looking sedan. It looks like it's been
you definitely
maintained well.
stand out.
Other the fact that,
You would
yeah.
definitely stand out if you have this car.
And this is my type of car because it's done 9 lakh kilometers. This is my area of passion. I really love it. Should be so fun to see it blow up in front of my eyes within the first 5 minutes of driving.
Well, I have a question for you here. Do you think this car would have made its way to India as an embassy car? That some French diplomat had the car and he sold it to an Indian national later on. What do you think about it?
So, if I'm honest with you, I have no clue. But with these kind of cars, that usually is the case where it's an embassy car, it comes down with some VIP, and then somehow it gets stuck in customs, and then some dude scams it out of customs and starts driving it on the roads like a regular car. So, that's the usual with most of these guys. So, yeah, that's probably the case.
I'm really surprised. I'm not well aware about what engine this Peugeot 407 had. No idea. Since you mentioned a petrol and a manual and a French car at that, I'm sure you can brag to your friends. It could be a good bar talk. Dude, my car, my first car is a French car. So it's a good start off for
I
sure.
mean,
What do you think about that
will
statement?
I will say one thing. It looks like a boat. It reminds me of the Renault Fluence from the front.
It does resemble a
Yeah,
lot like a Renault Fluence from the front. Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm
So,
really
but
surprised,
it's nevertheless
like you mentioned, I think we again have to stress on this fact that it's definitely going to be a one car in India for sure.
100%.
I have never seen anything else other than this particular example that you sent. I've never seen that. So great find,
So,
actually.
Well, that was this week's OLX find of the week, and thank you guys for listening in, and goodbye.